welcome back to my channel. This is what I made. So I'm going to show you all of start to finish the process, because originally I knew I was going to make a vest, but I had no idea how it was going to look. Like, I knew I was upcycling some jorts that were like carpenter jorts from back in the day, and some Wrangler workwear. I had a few things picked out and wasn't really sure like what I was going to use where, but it's done now. But yeah, this is how it turned out. So now we get to go back in time and watch me create it. What I have that I got at the Goodwill is, well, first I want to use the leftover of these pants that I made another vest out of. And then I've got two pairs of these Wrangler shorts that are like your old carpenter jorts. Two pairs. That might be the same guy. This guy might have been a little bigger. I ain't sure. But anyways, I'm gonna cut them up and try to, and if I need extra, I also have these Carhartt ones. So I think it would be fun to like mix and match these, basically these three colors, to make sort of a patchwork vest. And I think I'm gonna edit the pattern, and like the pockets, it has flat pockets because it's expecting you're gonna make it out of a brand new fabric. And I am gonna try to repurpose some of these pockets instead. And I might move them down a little, like maybe not have them on the chest, but have them down a little lower. Maybe like one denim one and one Carhartt one. So maybe like if this side is denim, I'll put this one so it's got contrast, and if this side is this or the darker workwear, then I'll put the denim one on it and make it kind of very like piecey. Okay, I'm gonna try to like rip some of this fabric into big pieces and see what I'm working with. So I got most of my pieces out of two pairs of shorts, so I didn't even need all the ones that I had. Well, two pairs of shorts and some of the scraps of the workwear pants that I had already cut up. I'm dog sitting this dog. It's actually an NBA player's dogs, so this is one of them. That just wants to be close to me. This is Taza, and there's Fendi over there, but Taza likes to be in the action. Okay, but I ended up having enough. Okay, now they might both come over here. I might have enough, what was I saying? Oh, okay, so I had about enough with those two, and then I didn't want to cut up another pair of shorts if it wasn't necessary, so I went and looked at my scrap pile, and I had this like little square of denim that was from one of my first sewing projects ever when I was redoing a camper, and I reupholstered the cushions. Dogs. So this was in my scrap pile, and it's like the perfect size to get my last 2 pieces because I have it on the fold right there. So yeah, so I'm gonna use a little bit of that because that's still scraps that I need to use, and this is the perfect job for that. It's kind of like when dads save like the most random piece of wood, and then they're like, a project comes along and they're like, I got the piece right for that. So that's how I feel with this. I brought all my little scraps down. I also had this like checkerboard denim that I thought would be cool, but I just have weird pieces. But see, I don't throw away like any, if it's got any sort of, like I would cut that off and throw that little strip away, you know, and stuff like that. But I don't, if it's got some width to it where I know I can use it, or I can sew it to another and make a panel, I save it. So I have lots of scrap piles. But yeah, so this is my last 2 pieces, and I'm gonna cut them really quick. I got all my pieces cut out. I ended up not using that much of the Carhartt shorts. I might use the pockets from it. I'm gonna see once I get it laid out like what color pockets like the best, but I have this piece that's the facing for the armhole, so you might see a little bit, but it might be mainly inside. But so I have some pieces of this as well. And then the denim from the Wrangler shorts, some of my pattern pieces. And then I have some of this that's pieced together. So it's gonna look kind of cool, I think. So the back is gonna be the denim, like, and I took the pockets off, but I left like where they were because I think that looks super cool. So that's gonna be on the back. So the back will be all denim, unless I add some pockets back there. And then the front will be, this is the armhole. So it'll be, this is that's inside out. So that's the, you know, it's not the outside, but it'll be that. And then this, so it'll have also inside out because right now I have it pinned. But it'll be patchwork like the denim and then the Carhartt brown. And then, so I used some of my leftover denim that was in my scrap pile from when I did the camper remodel. So I have a few pieces of this. So this is gonna be the collar. And so it's like, it's brand new denim, but it was scraps I wasn't gonna be able to use for anything else. So it is still sustainable because most people would have thrown that away. And then, so I'm gonna use that fabric for the collar, and then the bottom like trim pieces will be that, and also the placket, which is what goes down the middle where the buttons will be. And yeah, so I just have to decide if I'm probably gonna put the Wrangler pockets on it, the denim ones, but it's possible that I put the Carhartt ones. I don't know. It's too early. It's too early for me. I'm too early in the creative process to make that kind of commitment. So I'm gonna start with like sewing the back together, the back seam to where I have a full back, and then the front, the top with the bottom. And then I think I'll have an idea of like coloring and what it's all looking like, and I will pick a pocket at that point. But this is what I was thinking, was these on top of the Carhartt brown. But I also have the like little carpenter pocket that I'm considering using on one side too, just for fun. And then I have the hammer king. I took it off, so that could end up on the other side. Here we go. The adventure begins. Okay, I'm leaning towards doing it this way. So this would be the front of the vest, and you'd have the hammer holder over here, And then you'd have your other little carpenter pockets on this side, so it'll have like asymmetry, but I think I really like it. Okay, I was running out of daylight last night, so I didn't get as much video, but I want to show the point that it's at now. So it looks like this, super cute. Top stitching, so perfectly straight all the way around the armholes. And then, yeah, so I broke a few needles, being that I, you know, tried to sew through so much denim. Really, it was this side where I sewed these two pieces together, and then I was top stitching over all of the layers of denim right here. I broke the needle twice, but that's okay. It's part of it. I need to get more heavy duty needles, like denim needles, but I was just using like universal ones. I know better, but it works, whatever. So yeah, so right now the back has the imprints from where the pockets were. I just took them off of those big pieces of fabric, and I think it's cool. Like, I kind of like the, I don't know, I guess it's like reverse distressing. Like, that's not actually distressed because it was covered and protected, but I like the differentiation of color, and I try to make it symmetrical. Like, obviously this one's not, because that's like the carpenter piece, but if I decide I don't like that later on, like when the project's almost done, I have some ideas for that. Like, I can take the like big pocket off of some Carhartt overalls and like sew that back there, and like add some of the Carhartt brown to the back, or like do something of that sort. So I don't know, we're gonna just play it by ear. Right now I think it's cool, and it's gonna have a collar and things and stuff. So, but this is what it looks like on it. Oops, hold on, I have to have, some of these pieces aren't sewed all the way, sewn all the way down. This one actually fits. My last best make, no, not so much. Scooch it down. Okay, so yeah, so right now, this is where we're at. I love it. So you got your little, put a little credit card or something in there. You can hang your keys here if you need to. But yeah, it's gonna have the placket, which I've never done one, but basically that's gonna go down the middle and then be like an flap sort of, and then the buttons will go underneath. So it'll have, and it'll be skinnier than this because it has seam allowance, but there'll be a piece of denim going down the middle, and then there will also be denim trim around the bottom. I'm too short for this. Hold on. Go down. Okay, so it'll have some denim trim around the bottom and denim going down the middle. See if I can kind of give you that idea. Okay, denim, can you tell? Sort of. I don't know. So it, and then it'll have a collar, which is just like a normal, you know, like your fold down collar. So I think it's gonna be super cool. You know, you got a pocket up here, pocket down here. Oh, and I left on the back the, I took off the hem, so then you have this like fun stuff at the bottom. Some of that might get covered up with the other trim piece, but I think for the most part, because I would sew that and then it'll open, so you'll still see some of that. So I think that's gonna be cool as well. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I don't think I'm gonna line this one, but again, I could change my mind at the end, but I think I might just let this one be like workwear and denim, like, I think. I don't know. I like it. I think it's gonna be more of like a fashion piece, not a, I mean, it's still gonna be like add warmth and be durable and all of that, but like, I'm not trying to make it like thick Carhartt fleece type warmth. So, yep. I love it so much though. This is one of my favorite things I've created actually. So, yeah, I have a in-person sewing class tonight, so I'm not gonna get a lot more done on it today, but tomorrow I'm hoping to finish it. So, yeah, we'll see. I might do a little more. I probably have another hour I could work on it, so I might get a few more things done. So I got it all sewn together. But I have to get everything like flipped to the inside. All of these seams get, you know, flipped in and pressed. But in order to do that, I have to cut all of the corners. And so like this one still, but I'm also checking for like any puckering. I had a few spots on the collar. Collars are always hard. So, especially when there's like extra fabric in there. So I had to do a little, like seam ripping some out and then sort of manipulating the fabric as I went around to get all of the puckers out. But I did see a pucker. Where did I see it? Okay. So I'm gonna just like pull that seam out and then get that, like kind of ease that fabric back in. So there's a few little things I gotta do and cut, you know, the corners, not those scissors. So yeah, and then sometimes I'll cut a little bit of the interfacing too near the corners just to make it like have less bulk when you're trying to flip it. But don't cut too much, you know, just a little bit. Okay, it's all done. I really love the way it turned out. It's got all the contrast that I wanted, all the top stitching, which is really cool. I did run out of the one color thread and I had to substitute another one, but I did a pretty good job matching. But make sure you have enough thread before you start a project, turns out. But yeah, super cute. So you got functioning pockets. The back looks like that. Snaps all the way up. They're like hidden on the inside, and that's what the pattern asked for, but I think on this, like, I would have liked them on the outside, because I think it just like adds a rugged touch. Like, I like seeing hardware, I don't know. So I think if I did it again, I would just let you see them. I get this on certain things, but for like this particular like hack, I think I'd like them on there. And that's why I use gold. Like, I would have used some of the like black ones or something else that you didn't see if I knew that they were gonna be like on the inside, and save my good gold ones. But yeah, what y'all think? I think it's great. It's so fun. The inside, I didn't line it, but it's like, it's thick workwear, so pretty warm. So, and I love that it's like, you know, oversized and stuff up here, so you could really wear like a thick sweater or even a hoodie underneath if you wanted to, and have this just be like a nice, like, just piece to like make an outfit, you know? Yeah. That's so cool though. What should I make next?